Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast...
He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls out.
Off the play fake. Unloads it left. They're just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
And everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense got him at the 27. And this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. This should be the last play of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back on the option to give. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Makes the catch. It's Ware. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Here he goes. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Hart. Right on the money.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That one comes out hot down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Buckeyes will their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Probably hope for a little. On that one, it'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's Blade. Going for the big play. Can't connect on his first throw.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Offense with jumbo personnel. They want to run it left here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Under fire. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
And that feels so good if you're a player, because you know you've been practicing that flea flicker all offseason. You're just begging your offensive coordinator to dial it up, and they went out and they executed it beautifully.
Sends it back in motion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to throw. It's Blade. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Russo. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 25. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through it, almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Found a seam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Terrapins are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
He seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking downfield, it's Blade. Right down the middle. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you...
He wants to go deep. He's got it on the left. Running free. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Bring in the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Back to the quarterback. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And, David, they dial up the flea flicker. And how about the job of the running back selling like it was run and the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open?
Yeah, and you could see everybody sucks up, plays the run. And listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hill. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's.